right? Because a lot of people, like in the interviewing process, they won't say, hey, I'm a little lazy, I'm a little unmotivated, most of the time I run a little bit late, I don't follow through with things that I'm supposed to do. Like, people say what they want to say to get a job, okay? And then somewhere between 10 minutes after the interview and about 2 years in that game plan, we find out who they really are. Don't be an energy vampire. Vision versus sight. Do I still have your attention right now?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to make an impact with you guys. I'm trying to make an impact. Vision versus sight. Vision versus sight are two totally different things. Everybody, I should say, most people can see, but few have vision. Everyone can see in this room, to my knowledge, everybody here has eyesight, but not everybody in this room has vision. My job is to create vision. We talk about this growth, and we talk about more expansion and more offices and more this and more that, and blah, 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 more. If you can't see it before it happens, it ain't going to happen. Let me say that again. If you can't see it before it happens, it ain't going to happen. That is called vision. I warn you not to get discouraged, because a lot of your visions that you have for your future and your life and who you want to be and who God made you to be aren't going to come tomorrow. They're not going to come next week. They're not going to come next month. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. The only way that it won't take very long is if your goals are this big and your vision is this big. Like if you said last night, my goal for tomorrow is to wake up, congratulations, you woke up. You accomplished your goal. Okay? If the other person says, my goal is within a 2-year time period to work so hard to make it to this level, to make this much money so that I can retire my parents, that ain't going to come in a week or two. And that's a big goal. What do big goals have attached to them?
Big devils.
Big sacrifices. Big obstacles. Big challenges. When you start getting hit with challenges, you got to do a checkup from the neck up and check your head. Separate yourself in these times. Take the challenge as your separating gap. Pretty fair to say that anybody can make it through easy stuff, right? So if we all had to walk 10 yards, we would all make it there in this room, right? But if we all had to run a marathon, I don't know how many people would cross the line. That's because the goal's bigger, the challenge is bigger. Be proud that you can pull away and separate. I'm trying to relate mentality and obstacles and adversity with the separating gap. The more you go through, the more you should grow through. Long-term mentality. Another point on this is long-term mentality versus short-term thinking. Long-term mentality versus short-term thinking. I want to paint a little picture for you, if you don't mind. Hit the fast forward button in your life with your vision of 10 years from today. 10 years from now. Answer in your head, how young will you be in 10 years?
Is it a Benjamin Button situation?
Yeah. I was always taught that money's vanishing cream.
And if you got a problem,
Rub money on it.
and if you still got a problem,
Rub more money on it.
and what if you still got a problem?
Call an attorney and rub money on him. He'll fix it.
You're certainly right about that.
Long-term mentality versus short-term thinking. I don't want to lose anybody with this right now. But if in your mind, in your vision, you can hit the fast forward button and automatically be 10 years in the future right now. Okay? In 10 years in the future, this is what I want you to envision. Your retirement party. from work as you know it. Your retirement party from work. Okay? 10 years from this day, you retire. Now, you can go off to do charities. You can go Habitat for Humanity in third world countries. You can go like the CEO for Torchmark Corporation. His name's Andrew. He was like 60 years old. He retired, and then he went and cleared trails in Brazil. I don't even get that. I don't know. I'm like, I thought Brazil was the rainforest. Why do we want to clear trails there? You know? What I'm trying to get out to you guys is when we talk about these two people, the long-term mentality versus the short-term thinking, they're two very different people. And when you hit that fast forward button in your life and you're 10 years down the road and you're at your retirement party and you have a 6-figure renewal income, which is $8,500 per month or more every month, would that change your life? Okay. Now, for those of you in your head, you didn't need to say it because I'm pretty good at reading body language and nonverbal communication. But for those of you in the head that says, yeah, that's not really going to happen, don't worry, it won't.
Come on. Come on.
Not for you. Not for you. I mean, I've got some really good friends in this business that already make $10,000 a month in renewal residuals. I've got a lot of good buddies that already make over $20,000 a month in residuals. I've got good friends here that have only been here for 9, 10, 11 years, and they already make $30,000 a month in renewals residual income. Do you think they put up with some shit?
Come on.
In order to make $30,000 a month in residual renewal income? Probably so. That's $360 a year. Okay? So I also got some buddies that make over 6 figures a month on residual renewal income, which is $100,000 a month or more every month. If it's too good to be true for you, then it is. Okay? Residuals renewals are a byproduct of putting business on the books and keeping business on the books. Okay? So you write $100,000 a year as a personal producer. That's $2,000 a week for 50 weeks is $100,000 a year as a producer. Okay? And the agency writes $100,000 a month. Okay? So you're talking about a person that writes $100,000 a year versus something else that writes $100,000 a week. Okay? Is it fair to say that that's going to build renewals 50 times faster?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Name of the game? Build a big ass freaking team.
Come on.
That's the name of the game. All of the negatives and naysayers and this, and I've been working here for a year and my renewals are only $800 a month. Well, shit, you only wrote $130,000 and half the shit fell off anyway.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did you not get the lapse notice or the shit's falling off notice?
Let's not make it what it's not.
I forgot to tell you guys. It has to stay on the books to renew. It has to stay in force. It's got to stay in force. So all this mentality, which is poor ass thinking, which is, well, I sold it 9 months ago and they already recovered, so it doesn't hurt my 4-month retention. Yeah, you working here for a paycheck, bruh. You ain't getting wealthy. Don't kid yourself. Think about it for a second. You want to make this kind of dough? You got to be that kind of person. Professionals get paid because they're professionals. You know what I'm saying? Like there's many people in this room that have or will make 6 figures in their first 12 months with a company, and then there's other people that'll barely break 25 grand. Right? What's the difference? The person. The person is the difference. I challenge you to develop yourself every day. I'm going to close out with this and we're going to wrap out of here because I think we're hitting the 1 hour mark, 1 hour and 4 minutes of our agency meeting right now. Or we can just scrap this one and wrap.
No, hit it, baby. Hit it.
Preach.
Okay. All right, guys. By the way, disclaimer on this one too. It's not like everybody's perfect at this stuff all the time. That doesn't exist.